Okay. Good morning, everyone. Hopefully you can hear me. Can you see me? Kinda. Camera's a little off. Oh, it's more off. Or I'm off. I'm working on it. That doesn't help. Makes it worse. I just move over here. Okay. That seems... it bothers me. Anyway. Although I honestly I like being like here. And so the camera should not be there. I have a mess like right there, but it's fine. It's just like stuff on the desk. Yeah, we have things to talk about today. Where's the chat? Well, that's the live chat on Nintendo's YouTube page. Alright, there you are. Okay. Yeah, I'll just show our chat here for a little bit. We only get to read their chat. Good morning, True Dash fan. You are first. BK Lin 40. Hello. Yeah, Gamescom 2025 right up. BM, hello there. Good morning, Wilberforce Booster. Ernest Gamer, is your body ready? Very good. True Dash fan. Hey Andres, do you think we'll get a new Mega Man game soon? Like, I want Mega Man Legends Collection. I don't follow Mega Man news too much, so I feel like I can't speak from any like point of knowledge on that. That said, we could just take a look at, you know, when was the last time I got a Mega Man game, right? I feel like I heard something about Mega Man though that's in the works. There probably is always something. I'm very curious. Well, a little curious. Huh. We are due. We're overdue for a Mega Man game. Like, I'm just looking at, like, the mainline games, right? Like, Mega Man 11 came out in 2018. There's been, like, collections and stuff, though, right? Hello, Almo. Yes, it is morning for me. That is correct. It's 8:30 a.m. for me. Yeah. So, beginning of the day. And yeah, I'm ready for this Air Riders Direct. The tone deserves my like before it gets dislike bombed. Nah, I think I mean, how many Metroid fans are gonna dislike bomb the Air Riders Direct? Like that just seems petty to me. Yeah, I don't think that's actually gonna. I mean, I don't know, but I doubt it. This Direct, I think, is gonna be good. You know, we're gonna learn about Kirby Air Riders, and you know, it's interesting because the first Air Riders game, maybe it didn't. Sakurai didn't put everything into it, right? But this time, you know, he could go at it with more planning and be more ambitious with it. Really flesh out the concept. And so we're about to see that, and we're getting a whole direct on it. So I'm kind of assuming we're going to see Sakurai like talk, and you know, we're going to hear him explain the history of the series probably, and go into like his thought process, which I always appreciate. You know, he goes into those kinds of details. So I'm looking forward to that. But he's probably going to show off the game. I bet, you know, this game might actually be a pretty big deal online. Like, You know, a lot of people. I haven't played the original Air Ride, so to be clear, right? Like, I've seen people talk about it, I've seen gameplay of it, I've watched old reviews and stuff, and I'd love it for them to add it to, you know, the GameCube Classics on Switch Online, so we could play it. But what I'm really kind of excited about is online city trial. I mean, I think the game will just be fun, right? First off, like just racing around, that's gonna be cool. The sharp turns, but city trial made for a modern platform, right? So maybe a bigger roster online. It could be like a free-for-all battle royale style. I think there could be they could really evolve that concept, and it could be truly appropriately executed, like the true vision of what a city trial could be. We could see that with Air Riders versus Air Rider. So I think that's going to be something to look forward to. I've seen some speculation that the Kirby Air Riders Twitter account, the little icon, it's like a Kirby that. Oh look, we're now in the live thing, which is cool. Yeah. So where was I? Oh yeah. So let me show you. Whoa, what was that? Okay. Air Riders. The official Kirby Air Riders account. Let's pop that up. Is there anything? I mean, I'm assuming they haven't said anything yet. All they said is the direct is starting soon. Yeah. You can watch it on the Today app. That is interesting. Anyway, what I want to get at is this icon here. Some people think it's perhaps our first look at the Kirby model in the top ride mode. So, from what I understand of Kirby Air Ride, the original Kirby Air Ride had 3 modes. It had Air Ride, the typical sort of racing of Kirby Air Riders. Then you had City Trial, which is like that open environment where you collect power-ups and items, and then you duke it out, right? From what I understand of it. And then you have Top Trial, where it's like racing, but it's like racing from a top-down view. And so it's like kind of like a mini-game racing sort of thing. And some people think that's what this icon is relating to, like the new model for Kirby in the top ride mode. So, maybe. By the way, is the music in like too loud? I can make it lower. It feels loud to me, but I don't know how it reflects for you guys. I mean, I have it pretty quiet on my end, but it's still super audible. Yeah. Yeah. I saw someone put this post. You know what? Let's see what this person has to say here, because they're explaining things about Kirby Air Ride. Laura, hello. Since I see a lot of confusion about whether Kirby Air Ride is or isn't a racing game, let's make a short thread explaining what it's about. Okay, let's see what they have to say. Kirby Air Ride. Oh, okay. It's in Spanish. Let's translate that for everyone. Kirby Air Ride has 3 main game modes. Air Ride, classic races, top ride, kind of slot car racing. It felt more like a mini game of mini races. City Trial, the well-known city mode, and the battle royale that we all love. Yeah, that's pretty much what I said. Here, the Air Ride mode wasn't a big deal. Simple races, few tracks. It was fine, but almost everyone considered it the extra mode. Interesting. Improving the selection shouldn't be hard for the new game. More tracks, maybe they'll include cups like in Mario Kart. Who knows? I mean, that does make sense. Like, I feel like this should be treated with more significance. It's the main mode. Top Ride, which is what we were just talking about. The top right mode, more of the same, wasn't a huge deal, and besides, the game itself was categorized as a minigame, although there was a real minigame mode. But it was very original and charismatic, though if I wanted to play races, I almost always played Air Ride. Okay. Y luego. And then there was the Crown Jewel, everyone's favorite mode, City Trial, Battle Royale mode that we are going to dive into detail now. I just like seeing Kirby fly there. That's cool. The classic mode of City Trial. There are several ways to play, consistent of the following. You are thrown into a city riding Kirby's basic star. There is a timer on the screen counting down. When the counter reached 0, a random minigame would start. Okay. When the counter reached about halfway, there is an event in the city. There were super random things, from meteorites to columns of light, fighting a giant bird, etc. Around the time they gave you clues about what the minigame would be. That's important. Interesting. Your goal throughout the countdown was to get the best ship to win the minigame. There were minigames of various types: battle, racing, flying, as far or as high as possible. The one image consisted of scoring points by hitting the target correctly. Interesting. Okay. And then here Laura says, during the countdown you had to find the best ship for the minigame, and you could get off the ship to get on foot to look for another one. The role play was fun. I played with my brother pretending we were Kirby's living the city. We had to save it from meteorites. Like, this just sounds... That sounds cool. You know, like... I think I would have a good time with that. I can imagine they could flesh that out, you know? And if the events are random, you know, it's not just one thing, the same thing every time. Like, that's going to keep people coming back, you know? It sounds cool. Very cool. Checking the chat here. Attack the backlog in the chat. What's up, buddy? Attack the backlog. I kind of hope we see Kirby appear in the Samus suit. What if, actually, like, it would be kind of like, remember for Paper Mario, the Origami King, they had a trailer for that, and I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Origami King a few years back, and in that trailer, you had Paper Mario wear a Donkey Kong helmet, or like, yeah, like a head mask thing, and also for Samus as well. And people were like, what does this mean? What does this mean? Right, myself included. Because the producer of the Paper Mario series is Kensuke Tanabe, who also works on Metroid. So it might have just been like a little thing like that. Donkey Kong, it's just because Donkey Kong is important. So it's interesting. I don't know if they'll do anything for Kirby, but I guess because Kirby's not connected. Well, I mean, Paper Mario's not connected to Metroid either. But I don't know. If they want to go like a little bit of a hey, let's just acknowledge all the other Nintendo series kind of thing. Like if they have like a Star Fox costume and a Mario costume, a Xenoblade costume, ooh, Animal Crossing, like they could do something like that. Earthbound. Ooh, give us, yeah, like just, you know, kind of smash it up. Like in the not saying put in Smash characters, just saying like if you want to add costumes, I think that would be neat. Oi Ram asks, is the September Direct still happening? I think so. This doesn't really take away from that in any way. No, I don't think so. I do think it leads some people to believe that it might come out. Like, if anything, this Kirby Air Riders Direct could possibly suggest that Kirby Air Riders is coming out in September before the Direct or leading up to the Direct, maybe. So, you know, that's I'm not sure, you know. Like just looking at, I want to see if there's a little bit of a pattern here potentially, right? So, when did we get the Mario Kart World Direct? It was on April 17th. Switch 2 and Mario Kart World came out on June 5th, so 6 weeks away before release, right? And then when did we get the Bonanza Direct? Oh, I feel like it was a month before it came out. Bonanza Direct. Okay, apparently if I put Banana Direction, that was a mistake. Bonanza Direct. So Bonanza Direct was on June 18th, and Bonanza came out like July 18th or something, right? Bonanza release date July 17th. Okay, so it was a month before. So Mario Kart World was 6 weeks before. Bonanza Direct was a month before. So this would position us, based off those two, the most recent game-specific directs, if they're following some sort of similar trajectory here, that would suggest that we're looking at us, so Kirby Air Riders coming out mid to late, maybe early October. So let's say a window of mid-September to early October seems to be the suggested window because of this. Right now, that's just two directs, and they don't handle things the same. I mean, even the Mario Kart World Direct was 6 weeks. The Bonanza one was a month. But I am curious about looking at other game-specific directs and seeing like that gap. So just kind of popping it up here for you guys, right? Like let's take a look. Mario Wonder Direct, October 31st of 2023. Okay. And then when did Mario Wonder come out? It was on No, I'm sorry, my brain. 8 is not October. That's August, right? Mario Wonder released in October, right? October 20th. So it's a little bit later. That's almost 2 months later. Like 7 weeks, right? A bit more of a window there, but I still think that kind of gives us a suggested kind of gap of time of like, all right, October at the latest, we're saving Air Riders, but we should also consider Pokemon Legends EA comes out October 16th, mid-October. So where would you slot in Kirby, right? And right now, September doesn't have any games. So maybe Air Riders is that game. I still think Mario's 40th anniversary plays a role here, but Splatoon 3 Direct, August 10th. That was a September release, if I'm not mistaken. Splatoon 3 came out September 9th. So that was about a month beforehand. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was on June 22nd, and then the game released before Splatoon. That I remember. Xenoblade 3 release date July 29th. So 5 weeks. I feel like that's enough of a sample size to give us some perspective on what's going on here, right? Where is the direct? I've lost the direct. Oh, here it is. I think what I'm also missing is the chat. The chat is gone. I can't find you, chat. Oh, here we are. So, yeah, less than 15 minutes left to go, Earnest Gamer. Wilberforce Booster. How much before was a Drag Drive trailer before release? That overview trailer, right? Let's see. July 29th. So about a couple weeks before Dragon Drive came out. Let's see here. James Champagne asked me, Andres, will we be seeing phenomenal graphical fidelity? I hope. Like, I don't want to sit here and act like, oh, I think Kirby Air Riders is going to be the best looking game on Switch 2. But really thinking on it, one, I think Air Ride looked kind of good for back on the GameCube day. But you consider more recent Sakurai creations, Smash Brothers games are always pretty impressive for the hardware. And we look at another game that's not Smash that was made by Sakurai, Kid Icarus Uprising on 3DS. For 3DS, Kid Icarus Uprising is a pretty impressive looking game. So you consider Air Riders, the style of the game, I feel like it should be relatively easy. I'm sure there are challenges. I just mean in comparison to other games to like put together something that's very visually pleasing. So I'm gonna say that Air Riders is probably gonna look pretty good. Does that mean it's gonna be 4K 60? I don't know, but it's gonna be 60 FPS for sure. We'll see on the resolution. But I think it's gonna be a pretty good. It's gonna be a solid looking game. We'll find out in a few minutes. Alma asked, do you think it'll be like an open world? Well, I think the city trial, if they bring that back, which I'd be shocked if they didn't. The city trial mode, that's going to be a big open environment you'll explore, right? But the air ride mode, the normal racing mode, that'll be just like tracks, They'll be like cool tracks. It's not open world. Neither would be top ride, assuming that those are only 3 modes. But the city trial would be, there'd be like a big open environment. Maybe there'd be multiple. So I don't know if you would call that open world, but there'll be exploration. So, yeah. True Dash fan, Andres, what is your prediction on 3D Mario? Do you think it will be open world? That's a great question. So whenever we do eventually see the next brand new 3D Mario, not like a Galaxy 2 remaster or whatever they do for the 40th anniversary, will they have a, like, what would it be? I do imagine bigger, grander, wider in scope than Mario Odyssey. You look at Bowser's Fury, that was an open world Mario experience, but a smaller form of it. That was definitely interesting. I mean, hey, you look even at Bonanza. I don't know if I would define Bonanza as an open world. I think people get confused with that terminology, right? Like, so open world doesn't mean a big map to explore, even though I think that's how most people interpret it. Open world means a game you can explore and do things out of order however you please, right? Complete freedom in that regard. So, like Bonanza, it's not even. They kind of make it feel like a continuous world, right? Because you're in a big environment and then you just jump down a hole, right? And so, but there's some loading that happens there, right? Like there's a loading, like when you see DK like shooting down, like that's kind of like the game like hiding the loading, right? As you kind of progress to the next area. But it's good because they keep up the flow of gameplay. It's a cool thing. I'm just saying, like, it's not one massive continuous map where you can do things however you please in any order, right? Yeah, Shundo. There's a lot of openness in terms of it within the environments. Yeah, and they were pretty big. They were bigger than Odyssey. And so ultimately what I'm getting at here, you look at Bonanza, which is made by the Mario Odyssey team, right? At least some key members. And you look at Bowser's Fury, the most recent new 3D Mario offering, which is just like a mini campaign included in 3D World. But those things clearly, I think, suggest that they're going in a more open, explorative direction. I mean, hey, Mario Odyssey, they had found a great success there, right? And they went bigger, more open environments. And so I would say, yes, expect that for the next 3D Mario. I just don't know if it's going to be one giant continuous map like exploring Hyrule in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom kind of thing, where it's just one giant map of the Mushroom Kingdom. And there's just, I mean, that would be cool. I mean, look at Mario Kart World. Mario Kart World is an open world that you explore, right? So they kind of did it with Mario Kart World. So I don't know if they would do it again. But I expect wide scope exploration, wider than before. Not us. Andres, why are Metroid fans mad with this direct? Not all Metroid fans are mad. I'm a huge Metroid fan. I'm not mad at all. Alma's a Metroid fan. Almost that mad. Ernest Gamer's a Metroid fan. They're not mad. But there is a contingent. There is a contingent of Metroid fans that are upset. And it's less to do with Kirby itself and more to do with the fact that Nintendo's not saying anything. And here we are, mid-August. And, still haven't heard about a release date and all that stuff. Nintendo's taking a long time to give us, like, the next big direct. But I think, I personally, I think it's not really, it's not worth complaining about Metroid right now. Like, we got Kirby. Let's enjoy this. And the other stuff is coming. Like, this is good news for Nintendo fans. We're getting a whole bunch of Kirby Air Riders news. And, oh, not this. You don't have to apologize. There's nothing to apologize for. Because it's been a big part of the conversation. It's a totally valid question to ask. It's just there are people who are expressing how upset they are, and I don't think I'm just saying I don't think it's really needed because I don't think this means anything bad for Metroid. I just think all this Air Riders Direct means is that they're talking about Kirby Air Riders. That's it. Now, maybe you could look at this and think, okay, there's no way Metroid Prime 4 is coming out in September. But we've already expected that at this point. Like, yeah, a few months ago, we were like, oh, maybe Prime 4 is a September game. But by this point, obviously, that's not the case. Right? So, like the last couple of videos, like we've talked about it, like, it seems more obvious that Prime 4 is coming out at the very earliest, late October. At the very earliest, right? It seems like November is probably our ticket. What is a little concerning is with how long it's taking. It has us wondering, is Prime 4 possibly a December title? And with Prime 4 coming out December, that would mean it would miss a lot of Game Awards, the main Game Awards show, right? And I do have this concern that about games coming out in December, because if they come out in December, then like you're missing the Black Friday rush, the Thanksgiving rush. A lot of people have already bought Christmas gifts by December, right? So I feel like you're losing out on a little bit of the holiday push by doing that. That said, we've seen Nintendo put out games in December, and they're still extremely successful. Smash Bros. Ultimate came out in December. Most successful single fighting game released ever. Yeah, in December. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, a lot smaller by comparison, right? But Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is technically the best-selling Xenoblade game of the series. Came out in a December, right? So, Metroid Prime 4 possibly coming out in December. I don't love it, but, wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. So, yeah, I wouldn't, I'm not that worried. Nintendo's reiterated repeatedly Prime 4 is coming out this year. So it really just comes down to October, November, December, That's all this is. And the Air Riders Direct happening now just strengthens the idea, which we've already should have been expecting by this point, that Prime 4 is not a September game. That's it. Their show is starting very soon, my friends. My nose is very stuffy right now. Excuse me. Sorry. It's making it hard to breathe. I don't know why. It's like getting stuffier as I talk. Cuckoo Kachu, do you stream often? That depends on how you define often. I try to stream at least once a week. Lately, I've been a little bit less consistent. But if there's a Nintendo event, I try to stream it. And I try to do my podcast at least once a week. And very occasionally, I'll play a game. But that's very, very, very occasional. But, like, for example, yeah, we're streaming now. And I am planning to stream a discussion tonight as well. So on Tuesday nights is when I usually do, like, a discussion stream. But sometimes I'll do it on Thursdays. Or both if there's a lot to talk about. Yeah, so the show should be starting any moment now. Any moment now. Here we are. Seconds away. Hello there, JR Otoki. How come it's not a Metroid Direct? Because the Metroid Direct's not coming till October. That's why. We get the Metroid Direct in October for the game to release in November as a big holiday thing. But the Direct is now starting. I'm going to move the chat. Where is my chat? That's not my chat. That is Nintendo's chat. I'm going to put this over here so I can... Or is here better for me? I don't know. I'll put it here. Yeah, I'll put it here. And let's full screen this. Are we live? We are live. I'll raise the volume a little bit here. Let me know if it sounds too quiet or too loud to start, guys. If you could let me know once the Direct starts. But I think we'll be all right. Oh, here we are. It's 9. Let's go. Oh, it's starting! Starting! Ah! Here we go! Oh! It's just like the first trailer. Ooh, music! My nose cleared up. Oh, still no gameplay. Those teases. Those teases. Oh! Oh, look at the air! Masahiro Sakurai! I don't, man, it's hard, right?
桜井正宏です。こんにちは。任天堂ゲームキューブでリリースされていた前作カービィのエアライドから実に22年ぶりの復活となったカービィのエアライダー。早速ですが、なぜカービィのエアライダーという名前に変わったのという質問にお答えしますが。
Yo, the gameplay!
今回はライダーが選べるからです。
It's more than just Kirby now. Kirby's here! No clear weaknesses. Yo, look at the game looks good. Game looks good. King DDD. I know DDD and Meta Knight were in the first one, but it was just like one option. Damn. Bandana Waddle Dee. I'm ready. Oh! Oh man. That roster.
前作では番外の2名がいたものの、ライダーは基本的にカービィのみでした。
Yeah.
カービィがさまざまなマシンに乗り換えて遊ぶゲーム。今回は各キャラの個性も楽しんでいただきましょう。
Characters have unique traits, right? They kind of went over that. How we got
な
here?
ぜエアライドの新作を私が作ることになったのかというと、任天堂のソフト開発責任者である高橋さんと、
Oh,
当時の春研究所社長の三原さんにぜひともと強くお願いされたから
they
で
wanted
す。
you to make this.
その頃私はスマブラスペシャルのダウンロードコンテンツ制作に
Okay.
忙しく、とても手がつけられなかったのですが、マッハで企画書を完成させました。このあたりについては
Yes, this is the
私
game
の
he
チャンネルで
he
ご紹
he
介してい
mentioned.
ますので見てやってください。開発担当はバンダイナムコスタジオ、春研究所ではないのですね。私こと
Okay.
空とバンダイナムコスタジオはスマブラ4やスマブラスペシャルと同じタッグ
Yeah.
ということになります。それでは本題です。
Overview.
カービィのエアライドとは、つまりカービィを使ったレースゲームですと。こりゃマリオカートで良いですね。キャラもののレースでギミックのあるコースを走ったり戦ったりすると、
Okay. Yeah.
こりゃ完全にマリオカートで良いでしょう。
Oh, so this is a
私も
comedy.
話を受けた時にそう言った。それでもやるの？だけど何よりファンが知っています。このゲームの訴求点はレースではないと。とりあえず
City
ゲーム
trial
画面を初公開します。こんな感じです。
Let's go! This game looks good though. Oh man, that's good. This looks good. Man, these worlds look so beautiful.
本当に作られていますね。これからたっぷり説明させていただきます。
How to ride.
基本的なマシンの走らせ方について、ここ大事なのでぜひ覚えてください。さまざまな形状や特徴を持つ乗り物、これがエアライドマシン、略してマシン。上に乗る人は通称ライダー、ドライバーではないですね。
Riders. Machine.
マシンは通常ホバーのように床から少し浮き上がっていま
Oh,
す。
it says zero too.
そして自動的に前進しています。ボタンを押す必要はありません。
Yeah.
スティックを前に倒す必要もないので注意してください。まっすぐ走っているときはスティック左右だけで向きを変えます。操作はワンボタン、プッシュを使って制御します。ボタンを押すとマシンが地につき、プッシュしてブレーキ、同時にボタンを押しっぱなしでチャージを行います。ただまっすぐ走っているときにボタンを押してもあまり意味なし。
Yeah, this is not
きつ
helpful.
めのコーナーがあったとき、スティックを真横に倒しながらボタンを押すことでザザッと地を滑りドリフトします。プッシュし続けることが大事。そしてチャージをため続け、カーブの出口で一気に解放。ドリフトを兼ねたチャージを繰り返すことで激しく速く進めます。これが基本。念押ししますが、まっすぐ走っているときはボタンもスティック前入力も不要です。基本は左右とカーブでボタン。そして
Yeah.
多くのマシンは滑空することができます。決められた飛行エリアがあるのではなく、ジャンプ台を踏み切ればグライダーのように宙に舞います。スティックを手前に引く、つまり下に入力すると機首を上げて上に浮かびます。スティックを前に倒すと機首を下げて降下。なので普段走っているとき、前に入力し続けないでください。
Yeah, because you always just shoot
ジャンプ台
downwards.
でいきなり落ちてしまうので、着地は華麗に地面に平行に合わせてください。ナイス着地でスピードアップできます。ハンドルを切るにも、
Okay.
飛行するにも優しく操作をする
See,
ことが
yeah,
大
you
事
want
で
to
すね。
try? Okay. That's part of it. Just, keeping parallel.
そして
I
前
like
作
how they
は
added
プッ
an
シュを
animation
司
for
る
that.
ワンボタンのみで遊べたのですが、今回は残念ながらボタンを一つ追加
Oh,
して
this
しまい
is
ました。
second button.
その方が遊びの幅が広がるので、
Holy, doubling it.
マ
They're
シンを
doubling
落ち
it.
着けるプッシュボタンに対してスペシャルボタンと言います。
Oh,
チャージゲージの近くにスペシャルゲージがあります。これが溜まった時にボタンを押すと ペシャルなどが発動します
That's awesome.
各ライダーごとに個性があってより
Oh,
速く
it's
進
so
めるもの
cool.
もあれば攻撃に特化したものもあります
Yeah. This game's good. This game's good. I mean, how is it not? Look at this. This game's awesome. Oh, it's so badass. This game's already a classic. Hope it comes out today. It's not. It's not coming out today. But man, it just looks so cool. The music, the animations. Oh, snowball. That's awesome.
カービィだけは4つのスペシャル
I now want Sakurai to make it a zero
で
game.
使い分けられますまあ主役ですからねそして
Yeah.
しれっとキャピーが混じっていました
Cappy. Uh-oh, another
キ
character.
ノコも走るエアライダーあ
A lot
と
of
ス
Smash
ペシャ
references
ルボタ
here.
ンにはもう一つ重要な機能があるのですがそれは後ほど
Another special function.
今お話ししたことを含め各種走行テクニックは教習所で学ぶことができますゲームする前にチャレンジしてみると良いですね全部のチェックを埋めたらこのゲームのテクニックは万全になっているはず
Machines.
そしてマシンの性能は様々です
Right. No clear weakness. The Winged Star. Wagon Star. That's based off an enemy. It's not really floating. Paper Star. That's super interesting.
速いとか小回りが利くといった基本性能だけではなく仕
The
様が変わり
behavior
ま
also
す
changes. Bulk Star.
例えばヘビースターはチャージをためそれを燃
That
料と
is
して走りま
awesome.
す
Whoa.
ルインズスターは走りと止まりしかありませんプッシュすると止まるのでプッシュして向きを変えて飛び出すという
That is so
前回は大きく分けてスタータイプとバイクタイプという2種がありましたが新たなタイプが登場します
New types. Chariot.
二輪走行で安定して走れます
Is that a Kid Icarus
ついでに
reference?
言うとかっこいい
So subtle. It's hard to say. Tank
プッシュ
Star.
しても速度を止めずに直進しますそして向いている方向にチャージダッシュ耐久性も高いですなぜかキャラ立ちがあるマシンたちこれが一つの魅力になってい
There's a
ま
lot
す
of variety to these things. They all function so differently. I love
と
it.
ころでマシンはルールによっては壊れかけることがあります
Ooh.
実はこの時少しスピードアップしていま
Oh
す
yeah, I love it.
逃げ切ったりするにも有効かもしれませんね
I'm gonna get hurt on purpose for better speed. It's gonna be a
前作で
strat.
はメタナイトとデデデがかろうじて参加していましたがマシンを自由に選べませんでした今回は自由に乗せ替えることができてよかったねライダーは他にもいます
There are other riders too. Gonna reveal more now? Oh, Magalore is here! That's crazy. So each character has their own abilities, on top of each vehicle having their own stats and abilities. I mean, I already want to know the special thing, so I guess it's not too surprising. Knuckle Joe! Hey. Hey, they're getting into it.
ライダーは軽さや大きさでマシンの性能に影響を与えます。
That's a lot of
ワゴン
stats.
スターでもカービィが乗ると小さくなり、デデデが乗ると大きくなります。マシン自体が変わってしまう不思議さ。イメージ通りカービィの方が加速に長け、機敏に曲がれ、デデデの方は最高速度や攻撃力、耐久力が上がります。
There's a lot of variety to the stats.
しかし走行性能が変わるだけではありません。
The ability too.
例えばデデデやメタナイトは近接攻撃ができます。敵に近寄るだけで自動打撃。キャピーは帽子がシールドになっていて打撃に少し耐えます。マシンも特徴深いですから、それに合うライダーを探せると良いですね。もちろんコースやルールでも相性が生きると思います。
Man, there's just so much
だから
possibility
エアライドで
there.
はコースを選んでからマシンライダーを選ぶことになります。しかしライダーが選べるとなると気になること、コピー能力はカービィしか使えないのでは。カービィシリーズですから敵キャラクターからさまざまなコピー能力を奪えます。それはカービィの1000倍特許。他のライダーに対して有利というか楽しさに差が出すぎますよね。そこでいろんなライダーがコピー能力を使えるようにしてしまいました。なんと全てのライダーにコピー防止付き。そこまでやるか。やります。
Yes, you did. That's cool though. Seeing them all, you have the different like power-ups. Man, I love it. Yeah,
ちなみ
this
に
game
プラ
looks
ズマ
really
能
good.
力はスティックをガチャガチャする必要がなくなりました。自動でパワーがたまります。プッシュで発射。コピー能力は単に攻撃するだけではなくスピードを上げるためのものもあります。コピーを持つ敵キャラを捉えるには目の前でプッシュ、つまりポンとボタンを押す。カービィは吸い込みですが、他のライダーではキャプチャーという技で捕まえます。コック川崎やオタまで捉えるなどちょっと特殊な人もいます。コピー能力を持っていない相手を捉えたら星型弾にして打ち出します。なおコースを徘徊する敵キャラを倒すと砕けた星を得て加速します。敵を倒した方が有利。キャプチャーによる星型弾やコピー能力などを駆使してガンガン倒すと良いでしょう。ルールによってはライダー単体で歩くこともあります。ここでしれっと新キャラを出しましたが、スターマンです。キノコのキャピーも含めてもともと雑魚敵だけれど、ライダーはメジャーなキャラクターばかりではありません。個性重視で出場しています。これを機にスターマンの可愛さに気づいてくれる人が増えたらいいなと。
Notice how you can walk around. That
とりあえず先
city
にエ
trial
アラ
come
イ
up
ド、
soon.
つまりレースモードについて説明しておきましょう。個性あふれるマシンとライダーでゴールを競うものですね。最大参加人数は6人です。技術的にはもっと増やすことは可能なのですが、適切に1位を競うのはこのぐらいがバランス良いと思うので絞っています。参加者が多くなるとごちゃごちゃしすぎたり勝ち抜く可能性も低くなったりしますから、とりあえずこれから1周だけに絞って遊んでみます。人のプレイでは画面用意するかもしれませんから、画面から少し離れたり画面を小さくするのがおすすめです。
Let's move back a little.
海のコースダグウォーターを選んでみましょう。 キャラもののレースの海コースって青い海、白い砂浜、ラテンが流れていたりしてのどかなリゾート風味になりがちですが、このカービィのエアライダーはそんなに甘くはないです。
Let's see it then.
ご覧ください。
I'm taking a look.
海の面行ってみます。海がいきなり言われてますけどね。わ
Starting
ー
off
すごい。
slow.
何が起こってんだろうなんてのんびりしてる場合じゃない
Oh,
です。
that is biblical.
敵が走った双方奇跡にはスタースリップというのがつきまして、つまりこのキラキラしてる星ですけど、それを捉えることでスピードアップすることができます。また自身が敵キャラクターとかライバルを攻撃すると、そのスピードアップすることができます。攻撃によって相手の足を引っ張るというのではなくて、攻撃によって自身をスピードアップするという、そういう遊びなんですね。今カッター能力とかで徐々にスピードアップしてますけど、ここは素直にドリフトで抜けて大砲、そして大渦、そしてもう水の荒れ来るのがすごいですね。生きた水というコンセプトで、このコースは作っていますけど、コピーもう一個取ってみよう。何かな。お、ホイールだ。このホイールの上土スペシャル、これでどうかな。このまんま巻いてっちゃおう。よし、はい、フィニッシュ。ああ、これは気持ちのいいやつですね。気持ちのいいゲームですね。
Just one lap.
こういう風に攻撃行動はいろいろあるけれど、それによってスピードアップをしていくという
This feels
遊
like
び
a
が
Smash sequel.
見て取れたのではないかと思います。あと海の面ダイナミックですね。音楽も含めてコースは密度高くよく作られていると思います。同じようなところがあまりなく、くるくる展開が変わります。
I just showed 5 earlier. Music's beautiful. Cavernous corners. That's awesome. Whoa. Man, Ace Soccer really should make it a F-Zero game. Ooh. Oh. I want more. That's cute. This game looks good.
先頃のプレイでも使っていましたが、勝つために大事なテクニックをご紹介しておきます。
So I only saw 5
まずは
tracks.
スタースリップ。マシンは星をまき散らかしながら走りますが、その星を得ることでスピードアップできます。つまり後続有利。ライバルが走った軌跡を捉えていきましょう。そしてライバルや敵キャラへの攻撃、ヒット時に出てくる星屑を受けてスピードアップできます。星屑はマシンのパワーであると。いろんな攻撃アクションができるゲームですが、先行者の邪魔をしたり足を引っ張ることが主体ではありません。やられた時のダメージリアクションも低めです。後ろにつくことにより、また攻撃により自身をスピードアップさせて競う遊びです。
Awesome.
なおゴールした後、オンラインでフレンドではない誰かと遊んでる時には
Online
フィ
confirmed.
ニッシュ後さっさと次のセッションを探します。
Which
他
should
の
be
人のゴー
obvious.
ルを待っている必要はないのですね。次々と
Oh,
遊んで
move
くだ
on.
さい。
That's great. Keep with the flow. Oh yeah, Nish Quick. Very Smash. It's back. That looks cool. Whoa. Rex wheeling. Battle Chariot.
エアライドでは周回数などのルールを設定できるのですが、その中にはゲーム速度をスローにする項目があります。これは初心者の方にうってつけ。今作は前作より平均巡航速度が少し上がっていますから、ゲームスピードが速いと思ったらお試しください。エアライドは通常マシンを壊せることはないのですが、ルールでマシン破壊ありにもできます。
Oh. City Trial!
シティトライアルを説明します。
Alright.
ここがメインディッシュ。
The main
ファンの
event!
方もこれを待っていたのではないかなと。前作はある程度の広さを持ったフィールドが舞台でした。今回も箱庭空間であることは変わらないのですが、
Still a sand, but
今回はなんと空に浮かぶ島が舞台です。
on a floating island.
その名もスカイア。他のフィールドはありません。人によっては長い付き合いになることでしょう。スカイアは限られた箱庭空間ですが、様々な場所があります。
How big is it? It doesn't seem that big, but when you're zoomed in. Okay. Got a little bit of everything. I mean, it's a big map. It's one big map. Like, each of these could be, you know, several mini arenas all interconnected. Can you fall?
ゲームの流れをざっくりご紹介します。このスカイアを舞台に自由に走り回り、マシンを見つけて乗り換え、あちこちに落ちているパワープを拾い集めます。制限時間は5分間。するとそのままスタジアムへ。尖ったマシンとさまざまな特性のスタジアム一つで決着をつけます。簡単に言うとこんなゲームですが、まずは対戦人数について。前作は画面分割で4人プレイまで対応でしたが、今回は最大で16人参加できるようになりました。
City Trial. Let's go.
もちろんオンライン対応ですし、仲間とスイッチ2を持ち寄っても楽しめます。なおローカル通信の場合はプレイヤーは8人まで。
Makes sense.
CP と含めて16人にはできます。
Makes sense.
対応人数が増えた分、フィールドは前作より広めになっています。同時対戦できる人は増えましたが、一人で遊んでも面白いので CP を好きな数だけ入れて延々と試すのも良いと思います。
Looks good, man.
与えられた5分で戦うスカイアの遊びについて、ゲームの流れとともに少し説明しておきます。まずライダーを1人選びます。マシンは最初ライトスターという小さいマシン固定で選べません。
Compact Star. That's cute.
ライトスターは扱いやすいけど弱い。ゲームスタートしたらなるべく早くマシンを見つけて乗り換えてしまいましょう。誰も乗っていないマシンを空車と言います。ここで大事なこと、ボタンが1つ増えたという話をしました。
Well, there's
空車に
another.
向けてスペシャルボタンを押すとマシンを降りずして直接乗り換えられます。ライトスターと自身のマシンが壊れかけている場合に限り、空車にただぶつかるだけでも乗り換えられます。前作はいちいち降りる必要があったので進歩したもんですね。なお降車もスペシャルボタン長押しでできます。
So you can still walk. Yeah.
また相手の壊れかけマシンを奪うこともできます。そしてパワーアップを行います。パワーアップには種類があり、加速、最高速、旋回、 抗力、攻撃力、防御力など自身を有利にするものが落ちています。コンテナがあったらクイックスピンなどで壊しましょう。クイックスピンはいわゆるレバガチャ、スティックをガチャガチャすることで発動します。攻撃アイテムでライバルを攻撃し、パワーアップを落とさせて奪うこともできます。もしもマシンが壊れたらライダー単体で歩いたりジャンプすることができます。
Love it.
さっさと空車を見つけて乗り換えていきましょう。さまざまな箇所でマシンを乗り換えパワーアップを取って強化していきます。
Yeah, something that was interesting about the original Air Ride is that this mode would provide 3D Kirby gameplay before there's a 3D Kirby game.
その中で特に特徴的な新イベントをご紹介します。ショートレースとデスマッチ。それらのイベントが始まるとフィールドのどこかにスタートエリアが生じます。まずはそこに急いでください。もちろん参加しないのも手です。早く入るとスタートまでの待ち時間にパワーアップをもらい続けられます。
Interesting.
ショートレースの場合、スタート地点に入った人でフィールドの一部を区切った街中レースが始まります。
Very
な
cool.
お部外者から見るとレース参加者はゴースト化しており干渉できません。レースが終わったら順位に応じたパワーアップ。
Nice.
デスマッチの場合、スタート地点に入った人同士でバトルします。もちろんバトル寄りの性能にしていた人がいる。
Epic.
後継のマシンは普段自由度が高いですが耐久性は低いのでご注意を。ただ不利でも参加した方が結果的にパワーアップしやすいかも。1回倒されるとデスマッチから退場しますがマシンは壊れません。耐久力は回復しフィールド探索再開です。こちらも報酬パワーアップをもらえるのでほとんど結果を出せなくとも参加した方が有利かと思います。多分
Probably.
ボスが出現するイベントもあります。
Let's
例えば
go.
クラック、ダイナブレードも前作から続けて登場です。
That's awesome. Meteors incoming. So cool. That's gonna be so much fun. That's a good point, J.R. Tolkien. It's all been in
ところ
Japanese
でパワーア
subtitles.
ップはあるだけ取れば良いというわけではありません。競技種によっては操作しにくくならない程度に抑えた方が良い場合もあるのでマシンと合わせて目指すイメージに合うようにしてみましょう。最高速度を高めようとすると軽量化により防御力が減るなど反力がかかる可能性もあります。そうこうしてフィールドを走り回っているうちに5分の制限時間がやってきます。
Yeah, let's go
そ
fast.
して仕上がったマシンの性能を確認しつつ全員スタジアムに流れます。めちゃくちゃ速い。飛行なら負けない。バトルでダントツ。小回り重視など仕上がったマシンの特性をよく見ておきましょう。
Stadiums.
5分のフィールド戦の後、決戦の舞台スタジアムを一部ご
There's
紹介
different
しましょう。
stadiums. Kirby Melee. Oh man. The degree of randomness to this, right? Or will you know?
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, oh! You got it. The bigger dust-up derby. Skydive. There's a lot of options. Get it? Nice. Dude. Keep it coming. Feed my appetite. I'm not hungry. I want breakfast.
はあ、いろんな競技種があるんですね。もちろん育てたマシンに有利不利が生まれます。基本的にはスタジアム種は多くの中からランダムで選ばれます。
Usually.
まず16人参加ということは1位になる可能性は16分の1しかないということになりますよね。
Right, but
中には100人で対戦をするようなゲームもあるので、気にしないでいいのかもしれないけれど、あんまり勝ち目がないのも厳しい。それにせっかく育てたマシンがスタジアムのランダムによって勝ち目が一切ないというのも、そのいい加減さが面白さかな。
a little bit.
アバウトで適当だからこその良さもあります。まあしかしどんなマシンでもある程度奮戦できそうな手を考えました。今回はスタジアム種をランダムで出てくる4つの中から選べるようにしました。マシンやパワーアップの方向性などに応じて好きなスタジアムを選んでください。スタジアムの傾向はばらつくようにしています。成長結果などによりおすすめマークがついているので迷ったらここに入りましょう。16人の参加者は同じく提示された4つのスタジアムのどこかに入ることになりますが、どこに誰が入ったのかはスタートするまで分からず、ここから駆け引きが始まっています。自分が飛行型マシンだからと飛行系競技を選ぶのも手ですが、誰かがより突出した飛行マシンを完成させていたと見たら対戦を避けてスピード系や障害物系に行くのもありですね。もちろんその裏を書いて突出した飛行マシンが飛行競技ではなくスピード競技に入るのもありです。なるほど、これは面白いですね。では、シティトライアルを CP 相手にワンプレイしてみましょう。CP を11人で12人戦で試してみます。
12 player. Keep it a little
と
smaller.
にかく
Interesting.
毎回展開がコロコロ変わるので取れ高が高いものになると良いのですけれども、観光重視で行ってきます。
Alright, here we go.
はい、始めます。最初のライトスターは弱いのでよく見て近くのマシンに乗り換えを行う必要がありますね。ウィングスターあるからそれ乗り換えて、乗り換えは簡単で Y ボタンをポンと押すだけで、すぐにできます。最初のライトスターだったら特にボタンを押さずして、ぶつかるだけで乗り換えることができます。そして当面はコンテナを見つけて、それを破壊して中身を得るというのがいいですね。こう野良で落ちてるようなものも見つけつつ、あ、そこにコンテナがある。イベントが起こるんですけど、今空を飛びやすくなったみたいです。飛びやすくなったからこれだったらプーッと結構初期能力なのに上の方まで行けそうですね。
Oh, we missed it.
ちょっと地下街とか見てみましょうかね。空飛びやすくなってるのに。
Oh.
地下の氷がある。
Yeah, so that's pretty big.
わ、浮いて
There's
し
just
まう。
layers to it.
なかなか浮いてしまうの。まあまあ邪魔な時ありますけど。良いことも悪いことも起こるのがイベントなので。そしてこれはゴルボール。投げるとボン。自分の邪魔してどうするんだっていう感じですけど。こういうところ通るとスカイアが空を浮く島ということがよくわかりますね。ついでにこういう、環状線も紹介しておきますけれども、駅をつなぐ環状線がこうやってあるんですね。
Yeah.
外側を回っています。そして横の方に入力をしておくと左の方ですね。
True Dash fan, not much of a Kirby fan, but this looks good to you.
というような要素もあるんです。お、レアコンテナ珍しい。
Uh-oh, Dust Up Derby.
マッチが始まってしまった。ウィングスターだとめちゃくちゃ不利だから、ここはワゴンスターに乗り換えておきますね。まあワゴンでもよくはないけど、 ウィングよりはいい。そしてデスマッチはこの中に入場してきた人たちで
Will you win,
戦い合うわけ
Sakurai?
ですけれども、相手を倒した時の報酬と、自分の順位による報酬の2つがあります。まあ、だからとにかく稼ぐためには相手をよく倒した方がいいし、1人目そして、自分がなるべく長く生き残った方がいいっていうことですね。この落ちているアイテムなんかを駆使してなんとか頑張っていこうという。
Okay.
マッハ
Nice.
2人
This
目
game looks so fun.
結構
Very arcadey.
4人目。うわー、これ儲かりすぎでは。とどめ。
Oh man.
ちょっと強いんじゃない。
I love how it got more intense as the fight drew on. And there's still 2 minutes left.
だいぶスピードも速くなってまいりました。1位ですって。そうだな、ここでウィングスターにまた乗り換えてみよう。これだいぶ上に上がれるんじゃないですか。遠くに飛びますね。これはなかなか火山が見えますけど、火山の中にも入れますが、それは中身内緒にしておこうかなと。ここ闘技場
Alright,
ですね。
something. There's multiple underground areas.
だいぶ
There's that island in the sky
使ったけれど
too.
とりあえず今のは気にしないでおこう。さて、
He's intentionally
そ
ignoring
ろそろ
several
時間も少なくなったの
key
で
areas.
身の振り方を考えなければいけないです。身の振り方っていうのはどういうスタジアムが出てくることを想定してどういうマシンに乗るかってことですね。お、これはゴルドが降ってきた。なんだろう、この悪夢のような光景は。でも自分は飛べるからね、みんな頑張って。ああ、こんなに
He's just flying out there
す
for a
ごい
long
ゲー
time.
ム。なんでしょうね、空飛ぶ島がこんなたくさんのトゲトゲウニウニに支配されるっていうゲームってあんまないですよね。あ、そうだ、一つ触れておくと、これもちょっと今スペシャル使っちゃいましたけど、降車できます。降りられるけどアイテムはその時拾えないですね。だから降ろされたりとか、降りたりしたらすぐに、マシンを乗り換えたりする方がいいと思います。そして身の振り方は決まりました。もう今回は飛行能力が高いから飛行の何かで攻めるということにしようかな。
Yeah.
あと5秒ぐらい。
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time!
おしまい。音楽もぴったりと決まるという。
A lot of
飛
stats.
行13、そして加速も12。やっぱり飛行で攻めるべきですかね。重たさも上がってるので、反面防御力とかも少しずつ上がってる
Oh, you see, kind of stacked.
だから何でもいけるな。何でもいける中でこういうのが出てきましたけど、やっぱりおすすめに準ずるべきかな。
How many viewers does this direct have?
ポイントストライクに。
109,000. That's a big difference.
これ2回のチャレンジで、より高い得点を取った人が勝ちという。
Get it!
100を狙うよ。よしよし。見ての通り100にはシャッターがついていまして、そのシャッターのタイミングによっては全然狙っても取れないということがあるので注意が必要ですね。他の人たちの様子を見てみようかしら。いや、いいよ。また100を狙う。もちろん先に取られ、まずいね、このタイミング。危ない。今ギリでしたけど、ほらギリだった。
Yeah,
そして下の方カービィがちょこちょこ走ってますね。
that's funny. But you got 200 points.
はい、1位。はい、お疲れ様でした。ナックル・ジョーが、ライトスターに乗ってますね。これは、スタジアムに入る前にマシンが壊されたりなかったりするとライトスターに戻されちゃうということになるので気をつけましょう。
It's up to win with just that.
このゲーム面白いな。シティトライアルでした。
Cool.
ところでアイテムについての新要素。
New item feature.
アイテムは新しいものを拾うと上書きされますが、使用中のものを一つだけ取っておくことができます。
Okay.
コピー能力は毎回使い切りでストックできませんが、アイテムはストックに入り空きが出たら自動的に戻ってきます。ただし使いかけの状態で戻るのでご注意。半分使っていたら半分なくなっています。ほぼ切れている場合はストックされずに消滅します。
Interesting. Whoa.
スタジアムについて、たまにスタジアムが16人全員で一つに統一されることもあります。前作と同じルールということになりますが、この場合スタジアム選択は
It's so fun.
コース開始前に予告がある場合と、いきなり全員一緒になる場合があります。予告がある場合、そのスタジアムに有利そうなマシンはみんな欲しがりますから、それも駆け引き。フィールド時、アイテムの予言の書やアナウンスでスタジアム種を教えてくれることもありますが、アナウンスはたまに偽情報を混ぜてくるからご注意。
That's hilarious. This game, there's so much
今回
randomness.
はよーく見ると偽情報を見破れるかも。なお、一つのスタジアムには8人まで入場できます。人気が集中して同じスタジアムに8人以上が入ると自動的に2組に仕分けられます。そこで疑問が、たまたま1人だけのスタジアムになったらどうなるのでしょう。
You win.
あなたに敵はいなかった。大勝利です。一応その後
Hilarious.
その時のライバルたちの性能を持った CP と遊ぶこともできます。これに勝っても負けても優勝になりますけれども、オンラインで誰かと遊んでいる場合、自身が終わったらさっさと次のセッションにつなぐのはエアライドと同じです。
Just
好き
keep
な
it
だ
going.
け遊んでやってください。
Just keep the fun going. I love it. It's very pick up and play and go. Like that's
投票によ
great.
ってスタジアムを抽選することもできます。前作同様、完全ランダムにもできますのでルールをいじってみてください。スタジアムは同じ種類でもバリエーションがある場合があります。
Interesting. Okay.
There's
There's a lot of variation.
ファンに長年愛されたシティトライアル、ここに来て新作を遊べるようになりました。令和ですけれど、ぜひお楽しみください。
I'm looking forward to it for sure. And yet, there's still more.
Horizon vast and ending, swirling clouds above. Long and winding roads call out, beckoning you on. Now within
オープニングで少し流れていましたが、今回メインテーマがあります。マシンと共にある喜びをストレートに歌った歌です。
Cute.
いくつかのコースの曲とともに任天堂ミュージックでこの後すぐに公開されますので、よろしければどうぞ。
Already on Nintendo Music. Using it to advertise the game. Very cool. Closing.
単なるコミカルレースゲームではないことは伝わりましたでしょうか。元のゲームは
No
20
release
年
date
以上
yet.
前のものですが、古さを感じさせず斬新な、しかも他のゲームでは楽しめない遊びがあると思います。今回の番組はこれで区切りですが、紹介しきれていないことがまだまだ
No release date.
いずれさらに魅力を伝えたいと思いますので、ご期待いただければと思い
There's
ます。
still more.
それでは。
now fly, shooting stars and
I love it.
you are horizon bound, meant to be weightless and free.
We get the release date in September.
In the infinite sky.
This game might not come out for still a while. But they got there's something else. That's badass. Oh, available November 20th, 2025. Holy shit. I gotta check something. I might... That's just, let's just say I've been told things and I didn't believe it, and now I do, because everything's aligning exactly as they said. November 20th. Ridiculous, the release date. That's crazy. I don't know if I'm disappointed at the release date. I mean, okay, I'm a little disappointed at the release date. But all right. There's something that I can't say. But let's just say my uncle works at Nintendo. Believe me or don't believe me. It's interesting. We'll see. I don't know. Just because some of it's right doesn't mean everything's right. But none of it's a big deal. It's all good. We're good. Well, I think I gotta be careful with my words, but let me just say that yeah, December seems like maybe the date for Metroid. Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, Metroid's looking like a December game. Interestingly. Yeah. Yeah. No, I think Metroid's still coming out this year. I mean, the other things that Metroid could come out before Kirby Air Riders. You know. So, there's that. But anyway, like Kirby Air Riders itself looks awesome. And what's cool is that there's still more. Yeah, that's all it means, Ricardo. It just kind of... I'll just say that, like, you know, people tell me things, and I try not to believe it, you know. But if they have a track record, you know, then I'm like, all right, well, if you're continually getting things right. So, I have more reason to think the Metroid is a December release now. But I'm still kind of like, well, there's still a decent gap of time between Pokemon and Kirby. You know, so Pokemon comes out October 16th, Kirby comes out November 20th. There can easily be another game in there, which could be Metroid. Could be Hyrule Warriors. Could be something else. I'd like to see Metroid come out before December, mainly for Game Awards reasons. For me personally, I don't personally mind waiting until December to play Metroid Prime 4. Like, I can wait till December to play Metroid Prime 4. I'm still playing through Donkey Kong right now. I think I'm gonna be playing. I got things to play in September, and then in October will be Pokemon. In November will be Kirby. Like, I'm not worried about not having things that I want to play. That's not the issue. I just want Metroid Prime 4 to be in the Game Awards. It's a minor thing. Grand scheme of things, not a big deal. I mentioned this earlier. I am somewhat concerned about sales potential of a game coming out in December. But as I also brought up, Smash Ultimate came out in December. Best-selling Smash Bros. Game, just fighting game period ever. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 came out in December. Became the best-selling Xenoblade game ever. So maybe I shouldn't think too poorly of a December release date in terms of sales potential. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. But we'll see. Yeah, so that is the other thing. PS is the king of PlayStation's king of gaming. Okay, I get it now. The other thing is that if Prime 4 is coming out December, what does that mean for Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment? Well, as I said, there is a sizable window between Pokemon in October and Kirby in November. That's almost a month. We've seen Nintendo put out multiple big games in the October-November period before. And so Metroid or Hyrule Warriors, either one could potentially fit into the late October, early November window. But, it also might mean Hyrule Warriors ends up coming out a little bit later into the winter, like 2026, like January, for example. But I do feel, Wolf Rooster seems to agree. It seems like something's got to happen between Pokemon and Kirby Air Riders. The question is, what is that? Is it Metroid? Is it something else? It's a big question mark. And then also, for the record, I know some people were I figure some people are probably thinking about it, thinking, oh, if Kirby's a September game, then maybe there's nothing else in September. Well, guess what? That debate doesn't even need to be had because Kirby's coming out in November. So, yeah, something. What's happening in September? I believe we'll be enjoying something from the Italian Plumber Brothers. Mario 40th anniversary something. That is also a good point, Video Gamer JP2, that if Prime 4 releases the same night as the Game Awards, they can promote it at the show. That is what they did with Smash Ultimate back in 2018. So that is one thing. That's an interesting idea, for sure. Yeah, I think we're gonna have some sort of Mario anniversary release for September. That's what it kind of looks like. So, yeah, I mean, we get something Mario in September. We have Pokemon in October, Kirby in November. Where Metroid slots in, possibly December. Maybe it still somehow fits in between October and November. We'll see. And then Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment is also a consideration there. So we'll see how these things go. Again, reminder, we go back to most years, October and November. We'll see multiple releases. So I still think there's probably a game that fits between Pokemon and Kirby. Is it Metroid? Is it Hyrule Warriors? Is it something else? We'll see. James Champagne with a super chat. Thank you for the super chat. No, I would say it's not possible. So James asked, for those who are just listening, is it possible that Metroid Prime 4 could be September or not? And it's a nah. Yeah, it's a nah. They would have told us we would know already if it was coming out September. I mean, the other thing is I personally expect us to get Metroid Prime 2 and 3 before Prime 4 comes out. I mean, maybe we won't. But no, I would say it's very unlikely that Metroid Prime 4 comes out September. But as Sama says, Metroid Prime 2 and 3, maybe they fit into September alongside Mario. Although, to Sama's point, maybe September's only about Mario. An interesting thing, as Shundo also points out, late October would be perfect. So, we've talked about this before, but the Metroid Prime visual retrospective art book comes out October 28th. That week, right? That Thursday would be 2 weeks removed from the release of Legend ZA. So a 2-week period is actually a solid gap of time between major game releases during the holiday season. I mean, the October-November time, right? And Nintendo has had a history of releasing games for Halloween. So the Thursday right before Halloween on a Friday. So there's another game you know, could be Prime 4, which would be very fitting for a Halloween style game, right? I've theorized Luigi's Mansion 4, but I think at this point it seems pretty unlikely Luigi's Mansion 4 is coming out this year, given they haven't even announced it yet. So, you know, conceivably, maybe Metroid does somehow slot into that Halloween period. That's still technically on the table, but my confidence is not high currently on that. Yeah. Anyway, I think we're getting a Mario Galaxy 2 remaster for Mario's 40th anniversary in September. But now more so than ever before, for several reasons. Some of which I've told you publicly, others that not. That doesn't mean I know for sure. It's all rumor. Yeah, I feel pretty good about something fun Mario happening in September. Yep. Anyway, I'm going to sit on this stuff, think about it, and yeah, well, that's the other thing. Soccer literally told us that there's going to be more updates, right? So we're going to get more information on Kirby in September. Like, I think this direct was kind of like meant to be like, hey, we're catching you up on Kirby. So now we know about as much about Kirby as we do about Metroid and Hyrule Warriors, you know? And Pokemon. Like, I think it was like a catch up. So now we know how Kirby looks. We know how it plays. We know what it's about, and it's another big game for this year. So yeah, I wanna. I don't know. I'm trying to figure if there's like something to analyze about this Kirby Direct. I gotta watch it through again. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. And yeah, Gamescom opening night. I don't know if we're getting anything Nintendo on opening night, but there are demos right after. So we'll hear about something soon. Anyways, I am going to call this stream if I can find my stream page so I can even end the stream. I can't even find it. Like, how is this stream? How does this stream even exist? Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. Now I know how this stream exists. All right, everyone. Thank you all so much. There will be a discussion later tonight, and hopefully a video. Trying to figure that out. I feel like I want to do something for Kirby, but I gotta look into it. We'll see. Anyways, I'll see you all soon. Take care.